Welcome, you are in Bigfoot territory. Creature heard and observed lifting dead fall tree. June 1st, 2000, Kitsap County, Washington. Approximately 700 plus acres of second growth timber on an Indian reservation. The land is privately owned. I am a forester who manages the land and has had over 40 encounters with them. I've seen a group of them on several occasions. I've had witnesses with me at times. Most of my sightings occur when I'm all by myself. June 1st, 2000 at 3:30 p.m. I was inspecting some trees in a tree plantation when I kept hearing voices deep in the canopy of the forest. The language sounded Salish dialect. I continued inspecting the young trees when I heard a thick branch snap in half. I turned and looked in that direction but saw nothing. I continued inspecting the trees when I had this cold chill run up my spine and the hair on the back of my head stood on end. I spun around and looked behind me when I saw this creature that looked to be like half man and half ape and was approximately 9 feet to 10 feet tall, 4 foot across the shoulder to shoulder. Its skin was black with a hint of red. It had a beard, just like a human. The rest of its body was covered in hair approximately 2 to 3 inches long. I watched it walk along the tree line as it stopped to listen to others that were further deeper in the forest. Then there was a blow-down tree that was 70 feet long and 20 inches diameter in its path. He reached down with his left hand and picked up the tree as he walked underneath it. Then he set it back down and continued walking. He stopped to listen again. When he turned his whole body around and looked in my direction and saw that I was watching him, he sneered at me like he was really disgusted that I was watching him. He took several large steps in my direction to the largest Douglas fir tree and stepped behind it. I was approximately 400 feet away from him, and I could not believe my eyes what I had just seen. I had to get a better look of him, so I walked swiftly to his location. I got within 60 feet of him. I was on the gravel road where my truck was parked, and he was behind a tree, due west, up the hill from me. There was a game trail heading his direction. I started up the trail, and I had only walked a few feet when all of a sudden the creature started screaming and pounding on the back of this tree. The sounds this creature made sounded like monkey-type chatter mixed with some kind of language. I would stop and listen until the pounding and screaming stopped, then continued up the trail, and the screaming got louder and the pounding got more frantic. I heard a snapping of jaws like a bear does, and a bear's bark, but I did not see any bears. The barking came from my left around 100 feet or less in a ravine below me. I wanted to get a good look at this creature, so I ran several more steps closer when I stopped dead in my tracks. Just in front of me were 2 baby black bears. One was slightly larger than the other. The larger one was sniffing the ground, unsure about stepping towards where the sound and pounding was coming from. When I saw the black bear cubs, I looked around me in all directions. When I spotted the mama bear in the ravine below me, now she was just standing up against a tree, snapping her jaws together, making a woof woof barks, but I don't think she saw me or did not care because she was more concerned about the pounding and screaming from the creature behind the tree. I took one more look at the cubs, the mama bear, and where the creature was making a ruckus from, and I turned and ran down the hill back to my truck. I better stop right here before I end up writing a book. But I have had 40 plus encounters from these creatures. Last encounter was August 2004. And guys, this was Oregon Bigfoot, file number 862. June 1st, 2000, Kitsap County, Washington. Nearest town, Indianola. Nearest road, South Kingston. Conditions were sunny with clouds, late afternoon. North Kitsap, Washington, approximately 700 plus acres of second growth timber on an Indian reservation. Wow, what a show of strength, lifting that tree that was just a massive fir tree. I mean, that's incredible. So detailed. The guy actually noticed it was picking it up with his left hand. Incredible. Anyways, All these stories I'm reading are accounts from witnesses. These are real stories. They're not made up. Hope you all have a great day. Thank God.